What's up guys, Woo here, back again with another Division 2 video. Welcome back. Today's video, I want to discuss a named AR that dropped in the TU12 update, and it's something that really galvanized my time within the game and current farming within the game, and that's using the Test Subject AR. Now, if you like me guys, you enjoy skill builds, you enjoy using the best skill builds out there, and you like experimenting, and for me, I love choosing the best in-slot weapon that accompanies, yeah, you've guessed it, your skill build. So the Harmony, 99% of the time, was the best choice. However, on the downside, I had that awful trigger finger. The consistent spamming of the RT button was becoming more of a hindrance than a help to my builds. So having the Test Subject drop, which is basically the same talent perfectly in sync, so you're not losing any damage, any weapon damage, any skill damage, I feel it's a great addition to the game. That just means for me personally, I can sit back and shoot and have, again, I feel more accessibility and more confidence using talents like Combined Arms, which is every 3 seconds. And we know, guys, yes, we know if you're using the Harmony, if you miss a target once, twice, that is gone. Combined Arms talent is deactivated and you're missing out on 30% skill damage, which is a huge chunk of damage you don't want to miss out on. So what is a Test Subject? Why should you use it? Let's take a look. Now the Test Subject is again the named AR that dropped in TU12, and I like the look of this, and I put the hard candy skin on, which is a nice colourful pink skin. You guys know me, pink is all good. So Test Subject, you can see this guy's damage on the low side. Don't worry too much about the core attributes and the minor attributes. For me, it's all about the talent. I mean, by all means, have damage targets out of cover or damage to armor. They are your best in slot in terms of attributes. But what you need is perfectly in sync for that extra damage. And the good thing is, with the Test Subject, it comes baked in with this talent. So before, you'd be stuck with the Harmony. If you didn't want to use the Harmony, you're missing out on potential 10% damage or 10% skill damage, which for me is a huge chunk. I would rather have that 40% damage, and that's why I acclimatized and continue to use the Harmony. But this talent, this weapon, is now my go-to, in all honesty. Now, perfectly in sync, hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damage an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Again, this gives you much more leeway and headroom to make sure you are tapping those targets, and that's what you need to be doing with this weapon. The damage increases are double where both buffs are active at the same time, so ultimately that is 40%. You can have uptime all the time, and that's a great talent to have on your builds. Why wouldn't you have this on your skill builds? For example, we're in the range, let's just pop our drone. Let's just pop the drone. You see there, and that is that extra 20% damage. And if I do this, with this, you can see now I've got the extra little bit of damage from the Test Subject, and that's because I'm using the talent perfectly in sync. That means my drone hits hard. That means there's 20% initially, then add that double to 40%, and then you have Combined Arms, which is the perfect version. So that is, yeah, you've guessed it, another 30% damage. So there's 70% raw damage just there knocked on. So why wouldn't you use this on your builds? You know, I feel the Test Subject is a great choice of weapons to use, and I feel, again, having this as your secondary or even your primary at times, I feel you cannot look past this. So again, Test Subject, great weapon to choose, and will only give you much more versatility on your builds, as I feel, opposed to the Harmony, and not to mention much more comfortable on your builds. Now, what is the downside of using the Test Subject? And it is very simply this, and that is the attachment slots. Now, if you're looking for this as a damage dealing weapon, I would highly advise against it, because you only have 3 damage as your 3 attachment slots. Again, with these, you have your rounds, you have your weapon handling, because there's no crit on this section of the sight, and then you have for the muzzle, it's got to be crit chance. So in terms of a damage dealing Test Subject, it is very difficult, and I would not advise anyone rolling with this in conflict, DZ, or any shape of PvP, in my honest opinion. This weapon for me is all about triggering these talents. For example, perfect Combined Arms, For example, tag team much more quicker, much more often, which means again you can use your skills and create more damage with your weapons and your skills, because you're getting that bonus which will be doubled up to 40%. So guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section about the test subject. I feel this is a great acquisition and a great addition to the roster in TU12, and this is my kind of go-to AR now. I love this. I think it's a beast. What do you guys think in the comment section? You let me know, and of course, I'll see you in the next one, and peace.